Hi everyone, we are back and John O'Neill joins us now and he is with the Vail Symposium and it's a new year and they have new programs and one of those programs kicks off tonight. Happy New Year and Happy New Season to you guys.
Thanks. You too.
Yeah, so this is exciting. You've got a lot of great topics. We talked a little bit about this last week and you kick it off first week of January with a very busy week.
Yeah, we're going to have 3 programs this week, the first of which is tonight at the Donovan Pavilion. So we're going to be talking about right to die legislation, as it's known around the nation as death with dignity, and how it matters and what's happening with that particular legislation in Colorado. So the symposium's been around for a long time, and we're going to kick off this season, our 45th season, with a very controversial subject. Yes. It'll be an interesting one to attend.
Well, and that's the thing, is you bring these hot topics to us so where we can learn more about it. Maybe we don't know a lot, we have an opinion about it, but with the panel discussion, we get to learn and maybe take sides or figure out which way, and maybe see a new viewpoint too.
Right, and it's interesting to learn, and it's very important to remember that the Vail Symposium doesn't take sides on these matters. Yeah. So we're bringing in 3 panelists. We're going to have Ron Robbins come in to moderate the panel, really so people can learn. Most people think about death with dignity and they say, well, why not? Why not? Why can't we have these choices? It's a compassionate thing. But the arguments against it are compelling. They're just not heard very often. So now's an opportunity to come out and hear, what went on when they tried to pass it in 2015 and failed, why it failed, what the arguments were against it, and what they might reshape or rechange. Because really what people have said about this bill in particular nationwide is that voting for legislation and voting for a concept or believing in a concept are very different things.
Okay, all right, so we can learn about that, and that is tonight. Where at?
The Donovan Pavilion at 5:30. You can pre-register online and save $10 on a ticket if you do it before 2 p.m. today.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so get that done so you can get on in and lots of parking right out there. I'm glad you have it at a big venue. I think it should be a pretty hot topic, popular topic this evening.
Yeah, I think it'll be well attended, so get your tickets.
All right, now the next of this week's programs, tell us about this and change and the thought process behind change.
Yeah, we'll have Stephen Schwartz, who is a futurist. If you can imagine, he looks at what is going to happen in the future, but in order to do that, he looks at the past. And here he's going to look at civil rights movements and civil leaders who have had a big impact on the world and talk about how they put in change, how they were able to create it and make it lasting. So it's called the 8 Laws of Change, and he's going to talk about how you too can learn these laws of change.
Well, in a perfect time right now with the new year. Maybe people are trying to change some habits, and these thought tools might be able to help us do it.
All right, the old resolution kick. And then that'll be on Wednesday night at the Antlers at Vail, and then from there we go right into TEDx Vail on Friday night at the Villar Center, which is obviously what everybody's talking about in town right now. It's going to be a huge program, and get your tickets now on the Villar Center website.
Yes, yeah, and it goes all day, 2 to 9 p.m. and some little little breaks so you can discuss what you just heard in these talks. Very interesting and thought-provoking, and that's all that the Vail Symposium is about.
Right, that's our goal, is to stir up the conversation around town. And everybody's familiar with TED-style talks, but attending a TED event is a completely new experience, and it's one that you'll never forget.